Nah, setting a nigga on fire is crazy.
Although, if you ask me, what Kane did to Shane McMahon was even worse. The Devil's Favorite Demon handcuffed Shane to the ring post and then electrocuted his man Vince. D-Generation X was one of the raunchiest groups ever seen in WWE. Triple H and Shawn Michaels were always pushing the envelope to see.
They was ruthless.
The X's State of the Union address was one of the funniest
facts.
things they ever did, but it definitely crossed the line.
We promise there will be less references. Watch your mouth. God.
Yo,
How did WWE not get kicked off the
Yo.
Blood has always been part of WWE, but what happened at Judgment Day 2004 was on a whole other level. In the main event, Eddie Guerrero defended the WWE Championship against JBL. Things were going all right until the referee got knocked down. JBL used the opportunity to smack Eddie Guerrero with the chair. Almost instantly, Eddie's face became a blood fountain, and it only got worse as the match continued. Guerrero lost so much blood that he nearly passed out and had to be taken to the hospital after the show. This is easily the bloodiest WWE match fans have ever seen.
Oh,
this goes
I
down
can't
as the
watch that
wildest
shit now.
storyline ever seen in WWE. In 2002, Dawn Marie began dating fellow wrestler Tori Wilson's real-life father, Al Wilson. Things got even weirder when Dawn and Al got engaged. Tori Wilson was, of course, not okay with this and asked Marie to call off the wedding. Dawn agreed if Tori would spend a night with her in a hotel room. The footage of what they did that night was later shown, and yeah, it was exactly what you'd think it was. Despite
So
Dawn
what
Marie
the
promised,
fuck?
she still married Tori Wilson's father. This led to Tori fighting her stepmother at the Royal Rumble. Thankfully, Wilson won, and this storyline was soon finished. Another bizarre female storyline involved
I remember this feud. This shit was crazy.
Mickie James and Trish Stratus. It started in October 2005 when Mickie James made her WWE debut. James's character was an obsessed Trish Stratus fan. It started simply with Mickie dressing up as Trish and using some of her moves. But as time went on, Mickie became creepier and creepier. Mickie James would force herself onto Trish when she kissed her backstage. Mickie James would later get Trish Stratus' boyfriend arrested by saying he assaulted her. In another instant, Mickie kidnapped Ashley Massaro after Ashley called James a psychopath. All this craziness led up to Trish and Mickie's match at WrestleMania 22. During the fight, Mickie James grabbed Stratus in her no-do square. Things actually got so graphic that WWE had to erase some of them from history. WWE has got a lot more tame in recent years due to them being PG and also because of what is acceptable today. However, they still have gotten R-rated a few times.
Nah, my wife being in the bed with another man, regardless if it's WWE, is crazy. Hell no.
16, Enzo Amore got locked out of the locker room and was completely naked. The realest guy in the room then walked around backstage and bumped into Lana. Then, Lana's real-life husband, Rusev, showed up to shield his wife. Imagine being a kid and watching this with your parents. How did WWE not get sued for showing this on a PG show? The same year Enzo walked around in the buff, Eva Marie got pretty racy too. On SmackDown, Eva Marie was about to face Becky Lynch in a match. Right before they could start, Eva's top fell off. The referee grabbed a towel, and Eva had to cover herself up on live TV. This meant Marie could not wrestle, but I don't think the fans were too upset. Then, a few years later, this would happen.
Oh. Wow. What are we doing here?
Don't forget, this is a PG show. Once Eric Bischoff became the general manager of Monday Night Raw, he introduced a group called 3 Minute Warning. The team consisted of Jamal and Rosie.
Those are the Usos' uncles.
And if there was ever a match or segment that Bischoff deemed boring, he would send 3 Minute Warning out to end it. That doesn't seem so bad, except they had no chill. Jamal and Rosie beat up Mae Young and the Fabulous Moolah, both of whom were 79 years old. They even beat up the ring announcer, Lillian Garcia, and killed the poor woman. However, probably the most controversial moment was when Rosie and Jamal destroyed two, well, you could read the name graphic. They say anything can happen in WWE, and they really do mean it. This moment doesn't get talked about a whole lot, but it might be the worst thing WWE has ever made, and I am not joking. In the late 90s, WWE had a show called Shotgun Saturday Night. On one episode, Sunny, the original diva, aired a tape she filmed. Who was the lucky man? It was Elmo. No, really.
What?
The Sesame Street character joined Sunny in the bedroom, and the two got romantic.
What? WWE is a wrestling show, right? Fair play to Elmo, though. How many guys can say they slept with Sunny?
Kelly Kelly is one of the nicest WWE wrestlers you'll ever meet and was a star of the women's division during the PG era. However, when she debuted in WWE,
I remember this.
Kelly was everything but PG. She originally hosted a segment called Kelly's Exposé, which saw her do some, definitely not.
Looking back, yo, I swear to God, I remember this. Looking back, bro, this shit was crazy because I really thought in my head like she about to get naked for some reason.
Family-friendly stuff. At one point, Kelly Kelly even got flirty with a fan and had him help undress her. This is why you pay extra for front row. However, Mike Knox, Kelly's on-screen boyfriend, would always shut it down. Although, there was one time that Kelly Kelly showed off everything. Kelly had been flirting with CM Punk and was hanging out ringside during the Best in the World's match against Matt Striker. Kelly decided to help Punk out and took off her top. It did the trick as Striker became distracted, allowing CM Punk to roll him up for the pinfall. We have seen some horrifying injuries in WWE over the years, but this one is by far the most gruesome. In 2006, 4 tag teams competed in a ladder match for the tag titles. 2 of those teams were...
I know exactly what... Yo, this shit... I know exactly what's about to happen. This shit was so crazy. I think he never wrestled before again in his life.
Eminem and the Hardys. At one point, Jeff and Matt set up a spot that would see a ladder get catapulted into Eminem's faces. I have no idea how this could have been performed safely, but the ladder hit Joey Mercury in the face and broke his nose and orbital bone. He was immediately taken out of the match and rushed to the emergency room. It took 30 stitches, but thankfully, Mercury ended up being okay. WWE wrestlers have been forced to do a lot of disgusting and embarrassing things, but this one is the worst. To prove people were loyal to him, Vince McMahon would have them join a certain club. It was called
Kiss My Ass
Kiss
Club.
My Ass Club, and it was very literal. The unfortunate member would have to actually kiss McMahon's
Fucking
backside
Illuminati,
in
bro.
front of thousands of fans. I know WWE is scripted, but there's no
He's
way
Sheamus.
to script this. Needless to say, I hope Vince McMahon never brings back this club. On an episode of SmackDown, Eminem was set to defend their tag team titles against Rey Mysterio and Batista. Eminem's manager, Melina, knew that Rey and the Animal would be tough opponents.
Oh,
So she
yeah.
decided to get
She
creative.
fucked
She went into
Batista in the
and
locker
seduced
room.
Batista in exchange for the Animal withdrawing from the match. Batista took Melina up, but then did this.
So we had a deal, right?
Deal? No deal. Thanks for the warm-up, though. I'm gonna kill those guys.
It's not just the women who like kissing each other. After getting done with the match, Kurt Angle and Brock Lesnar were standing in the ring together. Then, all of a sudden, Brock pulled Angle in for a kiss. Yes, your eyes are not lying to you. This is real. Surprisingly, this isn't the only time Kurt Angle has kissed a man in the ring.
Whoa,
While doing
hey,
a show in
yo.
Japan, Kurt gave The Undertaker a quick smooch before hightailing it out of the ring. I'm gonna apologize in advance for this next clip. At No Mercy 2006, The Miz is celebrating his 26th birthday. Layla, who The Miz had been hitting on for weeks, decided to give the future WWE champion a gift. However, the present didn't turn out to be at all what The Miz wanted. After The Miz is blindfolded, Layla revealed a big, sweaty man named Big Dick Johnson. Johnson gave a completely unaware Miz a dance, and the face Miz makes when he realizes what is happening says it all. Why does WWE do stuff like this? What WWE should show us is moments like this. To see 1 in 1 million WWE moments,
Nah,
watch this
I want
video.
to watch that one next, bro.